I'm going to show you how to create a single waist pocket at the back of your trousers. So the first thing is you're going to measure 2 inches from the side panel of the trousers, and you're going to measure 5.5 inches, which is the size of the waist pocket. And you're going to divide that by 2, is going to give you 2.75. According to the video, it's going to give you 2.75. Yeah, that's where you are going to notch. That's where you are going to put your dot. That's going to be 3 inches long. You see me using my tape rule to do the measurement. It's 3 inches long. And you come back to your cutting table to iron. And the next thing you are going to do is to iron it flat. Then you put fusing at the back to make it strong. So the next thing you are going to do is that you are going to again measure what you want the distance to be from the side to where your waist pocket is going to start from, which is 2.5 in my own case, then 5.5, then I'll rule. That is me preparing the panel itself for the pocket. So that is a piece for that's a pocket bag. I'll put the measurement in the description below. So now I'm going to put fusing, some thick kind of fusing on a piece that I'm going to use in making the single waist pocket. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to divide this into 2. One is going to be bigger than the other. So I'm going to roll, and the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them into 2. Then I'm going to take the bigger one. I'm going to measure 1/4 inches in 3 places. So I divided by that was 1/2 inch. Then I'm going to divide the 1/2 inch by 2. And I'm going to put 1, so that's 1/4. So because the waist pocket, the size of the waist pocket is going to be 1/2 inch. So the next thing I'm going to do is roll the last quarter. Then I'm going to fold. That's like a pre-fold. So what I'm folding now is 3/4 of an inch. So the next thing I'm going to do is measure another. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is roll that quarter, because the size of the waist pocket is going to be 1/2 inch. So it's going to be 1/4 up, 1/4 down, making 1/2 inch. So this is the other quarter. So the next thing I'm going to do now is that I'm going to go to my sewing machine. So on my sewing machine, I lay my pocket bag under the panel of the trousers. Then I'll try to set it so that there's enough space on each side. You know why in the end. So I sew it down for balance. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sew the quarter on the quarter that I've ruled already, then for the lower one and for the higher one. So I'm going to reverse on the edge where I started from and where I ended, so that those edges are strong. So the next thing I'm going to do now is that I'm going to cut and go straight and notch on the edges where I started and where I ended on both sides of the waist pocket I'm trying to create. And the next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to cut off these extra edges, and I'm going to fold in the 2 so that there's going to be an arrow. So I'm going to fold in and sew down the upper one, and next thing I'm going to do, fold in the lower one and try to sew it from inside. So you see, I folded it in. I used the scissors to push that arrow inside. Then I sew the arrow from inside. Just make sure that the ends of your sewing are very strong, so that it doesn't come out eventually. So I'll sew down the other side, and really you have your waist pocket done. So I'll just sew the down one down, and next thing I'm going to do is sew down the piece on the pocket bag exactly like so, and of course have my pocket bag. So the next thing I'm going to do is, in the other video, I'm going to show you how to create the pocket bag and finish your single waist pocket. Watch out for that. So please subscribe, love my video, and we'll see you some other time.